I had discussed about the different types of tariff and what is tariff in the previous classes. Today I will discuss the next part of the tariff, that is the requirement of tariff, general tariff equations and different types of problem regarding tariff. The electrical energy produced by a power station is delivered to a large number of consumers. The consumers can be used electrical energy if it is sold at reasonable rates. The tariff, that is the rate at which the electrical energy is sold, naturally become attraction inviting for electrical supply companies. The supply company has ensured that the tariff is such that it not only recovers the total cost of the production of electrical energy but also earn profit on the capital investment. However, the profit must be marginal, particularly for our country like India, where the electric company comes under the public sectors and are always subjected to criticism. In this chapter, we will learn about the requirement of tariff, general tariff form, and the problems. Now, the requirement of tariff. First point, it should be easier to understand. Tariffs are generally applicable for all types of consumers like domestic consumers, industrial consumers, commercial consumers, skilled consumer, unskilled consumer, and so on. So if the calculation formula is very simple, then it is easy to understand for all types of consumer. No problem or hazard will be developed for the consumers premises. Next point, it should provide low rate for the high consumption. So the rate, if the rate of tariff is low, then it is beneficial for all types of consumers. Next point, it should be uniform for large populations. So huge number of populations are used electricity. So if the rate is uniform throughout the population, then there will be no problem regarding the tariff rate. Next point, it should be encourage the consumers having high load power factor, because power factor is related to the different types of factor of electricity. Like if the power factor is a system is low, that means if the power factor is falling down in a system, then the current vector in magnitude is increased. Due to the increasing current, there are some problems like the investment cost of the system will be high. Next, the power losses will be maximum, and we know losses are inversely proportional to the efficiency, so the efficiency of the system is minimum, and the voltage drop occurs in the system, so poor regulations occurs in the power system. So with the help of power factor tariff, the system always encourage the consumer to maintain the high power factor. Next point, it should take into account maximum demand charges and energy charges. Maximum demand is the vital factor of the power system, so the tariff also encourage to maintain the maximum demand. Next point, it should provide incentive for using power during the off-peak hours. Off-peak hours, power requirement can be done also. So if the tariff rate is included with the incentive, so that is the beneficial for the consumers. Next point, it should provide less charges for power connection with the lighting. So there are different types of load like lighting load, industrial load. If the rate of lighting load and normally the tariff rate are different for different types of consumers. Like in industrial consumer, the tariff rate is comparatively higher than the domestic consumer like lighting load. Next point, it should have provision of penalty for low power factor. So if the power factor will be low, then some penalty charges are required with the electricity bill, and this penalty is mentioned in the tariff. Next point, it should have provision for the higher demand charges for the high load demand at the system. Next point, it should be ensured the cost of service to the different categories of the consumers. So these are the requirement of the tariff. Now the general tariff forms. A large number of tariffs have been proposed from the time to time and are used. They are all divided from the following general equations. So different types of tariffs are present. So and they have different equations. So these are the basic equation of the tariff, where z equals to ax plus by plus c, where z equals to total amount of bill for the period consideration. X is the maximum demand in kilowatt. Y is the energy consumed in kilowatt hour during the period. A equals to rate per kilowatt of maximum demand. B equals to energy rate per kilowatt hour. And C is the constant amount of charged to the consumer during each billing period. This charge is independent of the demand of the total energy, because the consumer that remains connected to the line ensure express even if does not use the energy. So these are the parameters. Now different types of problems related with the tariff. First problem, we already know different types of formula and from the tariff, like the different types of formulas are collected from 2-part tariff, 3-part tariff, etc. So this problem is related with the formulas. First one, the electric supply company having a maximum load of 50 megawatt generates 10 into 10 to the power 7 units per annum, and the supply consumers have an aggregate demand of 75 megawatt. The annual expense including capital charges are: fuel charge equals to rupees 90 lakhs, fixed charge concerning the generation equals to rupees 28 lakhs, fixed charge concerning the transmission equals to rupees 32 lakhs, and distribution is also included with the 32 lakhs. Now considering 90% of the fuel cost is essential to running charge and the loss in transmission and distribution as 15% of kilowatt hour generated, deduce a 2-part tariff to find the annual cost of the supply to the consumers. So this is the problems. Now the solutions. Annual fixed charge. For generation, rupees 28 into 10 to the power 5. So now we can repeat the problem. An electrical supply company having a maximum load of 50 megawatt generates 10 into 10 to the power 7 unit per annum, and the supply consumers have an aggregate demand of 75 megawatt. The annual expenses including the capital charges are: for fuel rupees 90 lakhs, for fixed charge concerning the generation is rupees 28 lakhs, fixed charge concerning the transmission and distribution is rupees 32 lakhs. Assuming the 90% of the fuel cost is essential to the running charges and the cost in transmission and distribution as 15% of kilowatt hour generated, deduce a 2-part tariff to find the actual cost of supply to the consumers. So these are the problems. Now the annual fixed charges. For generation, rupees 28 into 10 to the power 5. For transmission and distribution, rupees 32 into 10 to the power 5. Now for fuel, 10% charge extra only are added. So the calculation is 0.1 into 90 into 10 to the power 5. So this equals to 9 into 10 to the power 5. Now the total annual charges, and this charge is definitely the fixed charge, and that is equals to rupees 28 plus 32 plus 9. This is 28 generation charge, transmission distribution charge is 32, and for the fuel is 9, the charge is 9. So the overall charges, annual charge, fixed charge equals to rupees 69 into 10 to the power 5. This cost has to be spread over the aggregate maximum demand of all the consumers, that is 75 megawatt. Therefore, the cost per kilowatt of the maximum demand equals to rupees 69 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 75 into 10 to the power 3, and that is equals to rupees 92. Now, the annual running charges. The cost of fuel is 90%, so the cost is 0.9 into 90 into 10 to the power 5, and this equals to rupees 81 into 10 to the power 5. The unit delivered to the consumers equals to 80% of the unit generated. So 85% of the unit generated. So 85 into 8 into 10 to the power 18 into 10 to the power 7. So this equals to 15.3 into 10 to the power 7 kilowatt hour. Now the cost is to be spread over the unit delivered to the consumer, that is cost per kilowatt hour equals to rupees 81 into 10 to the power 5 divided by 15.3 into 10 to the power 7, and this equals to rupees 0.053, so 5.3 paise. Therefore, the tariff is rupees 92 per kilowatt of the maximum demand plus 5.3 paise per kilowatt hour. So that's why this tariff is called two-part tariff. Here two parts are present in answer. Now, next problem. A generating station has a maximum demand of 75 megawatt and a yearly load factor of 40%. Generating cost inclusive of the station capital cost are rupees 60 per annum per kilowatt demand plus 4 paise per kilowatt hour transmitted. The annual capital charges for the transmission system is rupees 200000 and the distribution system is rupees 150000. Now, the respective diversity factor being 1.2 and 1.25. The efficiency of the transmission system is 90% and that of the distribution system width of the 85%. Find the yearly cost per kilowatt demand and cost per kilowatt hour supplied. Number 1 at the substation, number 2 at the consumer's premises. Now the solution. Maximum demand here, according to the problem, maximum demand equals to 75 megawatt. So this equals to 75,000 kilowatt, and the annual load factor equals to is 40%. So the value is 0.4. Now, cost at substation. The cost per kilowatt of maximum demand is to be determined from the total annual fixed charge associated with the supply to energy at the substation. The total cost per kilowatt hour shall be determined from the running charges. Now, the annual fixed charge equals to the generation cost. The annual fixed charges are there. First one is the generation cost is the part of the annual fixed charge, and this equals to rupees 60 into 75 into 10 to the power 3, and that is equals to rupees 4.5 into 10 to the power 6. Another annual fixed charge is a transmission cost. So the transmission cost here is rupees 2 into 10 to the power 6. Now the total annual fixed charge at the substation equals to rupees 4.5 in plus 2 into 10 to the power 6, and this equals to 6.5 into 10 to the power 6. rupees. Now the aggregate of all maximum demands by the various substation, and this equals to maximum demand on the generating station into diversity factor. The maximum demand of the generating station is 75 into 10 to the power 3, that means the 75 kilowatt, and the diversity factor is 1.2. So then if we put in the value of this, then the result is 90 into 10 to the power 3 kilowatt. Now the total annual fixed charges have to be spread over the aggregate maximum demand by various substations, that is 90 into 10 to the power 3 kilowatt. Therefore, the annual cost per kilowatt of the maximum demand is rupees 6.5 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 90 into 10 to the power 3, and the answer is 72.22 kilowatt. Now the running charges. It is given that the cost of 1 kilowatt transmitted to substation is 4 paisa. As the transmission efficiency is 90%, therefore for every kilowatt hour transmitted, 0.9 kilowatt hour reaches the substation. Therefore, the cost per kilowatt hour at substation equals to 4 divided by 0.9. So this equals to 4.45 paisa. Hence, at substation, the cost is rupees 72.22 per annum per kilowatt maximum demand plus 4.45 paisa per kilowatt hour. Next part, the cost at consumer's premises. The total annual fixed charges at consumer's premises is the sum of the annual fixed charge at the substation, that is rupees 6.5 into 10 to the power 6, and the annual fixed charge for the distribution, that is 1.5 into 10 to the power 6. Therefore, the total annual fixed charges at the consumer premises is rupees 6.5 into 1.5 into rupees 6.5 plus 1.5 into 10 to the power 6, and this equals to rupees 8 into 10 to the power 6. Now the aggregate of maximum demand of all consumers, that is equals to maximum demand on the substation to the into diversity factor. The maximum demand on substation is 90 into 10 to the power 3, that means 90 kilowatt, and the diversity factor in this case 1.25. So the answer is 112.5 into 10 to the power 3 kilowatt. Now therefore, the annual cost per kilowatt of maximum demand, that is equals to rupees 8 into 10 to the power 6 divided by 112.5 into 10 to the power 3, and the answer is rupees 71.11. As the distribution efficiency is 85%, therefore for each kilowatt hour delivered from substation, only 0.85 kilowatt reaches the consumer's premises. That is definitely correct. So therefore, per kilowatt at consumer's premises equals to cost per kilowatt hour at substation divided by 0.85. So this equals to 4.45 divided by 0.85, that is 5.23 paisa. Hence, at consumer's premises, the cost is rupees 71.11 per annum per kilowatt maximum demand plus 5.23 paisa per kilowatt hour. So this is also the two-part tariff.